Good morning, dear students. Boiling point is a point of temperature where a substance starts boiling. But what is boiling? Let us try to understand the boiling point in reference to the vapor pressure. Actually, evaporation is a surface phenomena. So, from the surface of a liquid, atoms or molecules goes to the vapor phase, and from vapor phase they exert pressure, which is called the vapor pressure. That's what we have already studied. As temperature of substance increases, rate of evaporation increases. Finally, when vapor pressure of the substance increases up to 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar, the substance starts boiling. So now what is boiling? Let us understand. It means boiling point is the point when the vapor pressure of liquid is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar. This is the definition of boiling point, my dear students. Now we are well aware that in liquid, if we add non-volatile solid, solute, vapor pressure decreases. That is what we know it known as the lowering of vapor pressure. Let us understand in detail. Let's say at 100 degrees centigrade or 317.15 Kelvin temperature, vapor pressure of pure water is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar, and it start boiling. But if I add urea, that is the formula NH2CONH2, to water and make a solution and heat the solution, due to addition of non-volatile solute, that is the name of the solute is urea, the vapor pressure decreases, and at 373.15 Kelvin or 100 degrees centigrade temperature, the vapor pressure of solution is not equal to 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar. This is what it is due to the addition of the non-volatile solute. Therefore, the solution does not boil at the boiling point of water. We need to provide more heat energy, so somewhere about 373.15 Kelvin or 100 degrees centigrade temperature, the solution boils. So the solution boils above the 100 degrees centigrade temperature, or the solution boils above the boiling point of pure solvent. Thus, due to the addition of non-volatile solute, the boiling point of solution increases, or we can say that boiling point is elevated. This phenomena is known as the elevation of boiling point. So the major point, the important point, or the next point that we are going to study is elevation of boiling point. Let us understand the elevation in boiling point with the graph. The graph is vapor pressure versus temperature. You can see here that I have drawn a graph of vapor pressure on y-axis versus temperature on x-axis. Here we will start our journey from the 0 Kelvin temperature. We will observe the pure solvent, we will observe the pure solution, or we will observe the solution in which in pure solvent we add some solute. Now let us start our journey, and we start giving heat to both the pure solvent as well as solution. As we start giving heat, the temperature rises. As the temperature rises, you can see that as we move from this side to this side, this y-axis also increases. That means with the rise of temperature, vapor pressure also increases. As the temperature reaches to the particular temperature known as TB0 Kelvin, the vapor pressure of pure solvent is equal to 1.013 bar or 1 atmospheric pressure. At this temperature, our pure solvent start boiling. So this point of temperature, which is known as the TB0, or this point of vapor pressure, which is 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar pressure, we consider it as a boiling point of solvent. But look at this solution, my dear student. This solution has the vapor pressure up to this, which is not reached up to 1 atmospheric pressure. Ultimately, we keep on giving more and more heat, and as more and more heat is given, the temperature increases. At the same time, the vapor pressure of solution also rises and it reaches to 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar pressure. When the vapor pressure of solution turns into 1 atmospheric pressure or 1.013 bar pressure, at that time the temperature of that particular solution is known as TB. This TB is your boiling point of solution. So at this particular temperature, the solution even start boiling. Now you can understand that the difference between this TB, that is the boiling point of solution, and TB0, that is the boiling point of pure solvent, is known as delta TB. And this delta TB is known as elevation in boiling point. So, my dear students, in the graph, we can understand the delta TB, which is known as the elevation in boiling point. Whatever I said, that all things I have written here in the notes, which you can easily read and understand. So now we'll understand the definition of increase in the boiling point or elevation in the boiling point. Increase in the boiling point of pure solvent due to addition of non-volatile solute from TB0 to TB is called elevation of boiling point. This elevation of boiling point mathematically can be represented as TB minus TB0. This difference TB minus TB0 can also be written as delta TB, which is also known as elevation of boiling point. This elevation of boiling point depends upon the number of solute particles irrespective of the nature of the solutes. So if we add urea or if we add sucrose, it is important that we add 1 mole of both of them, and then if we observe the elevation in boiling point, this elevation is almost same. So we can say that this elevation in boiling point is directly proportional to the, or it depends upon the number of particles that are present into the solution. Note, here if we add 1 mole of urea or 1 mole of sucrose in 1 kg water, the elevation in boiling point is almost same. Remember, my dear students, that 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. That means this same number of molecules we may add of urea, we may add of sucrose, and the elevation in boiling point is almost same. From above note and definition of molality, we can conclude that the elevation in boiling point is directly proportional to the molality of solution, that is 1 mole solute per kg of solvent. This is the definition of molality. Therefore, delta TB, that is the elevation in boiling point, is directly proportional to the molality of solute. Therefore, delta TB is equal to Kb into molality. When we remove this proportionality, we write a proportionality constant which is written here as a Kb. This proportionality constant Kb is your boiling point elevation constant. It is also known as the molal elevation constant. This particular constant is also known as the ebuloscopic constant. Unit for this ebuloscopic constant or unit for Kb is equal to Kelvin kilogram per mole. So this is how, my dear students, we understand about the molal elevation constant and elevation in boiling point. Now for this particular experiment, if we take W2 gram of solute and the molar mass or molecular weight, with the molecular weight, molar mass is equal to molecular weight 2. So for that particular W2 gram of solute, we write its molecular mass as MWT2 is dissolved in W1 gram of solvent. I repeat once again, we take W2 gram of solute, dissolves in W1 gram of solvent, and molecular mass or molar mass of this solute is MWT2. So therefore, by the definition of molality, we can write molality M is equal to moles of solute. Now moles is nothing but mass in gram divided by molecular weight. This M2 should also be written as MWT2. So this molality M is equal to W2 by M2 divided by W1 into 1000. Now here molality is the mass moles of solute per kg of solvent, but W1 is the mass in gram. To convert this mass in gram into kilogram, we have divided it with 1000. Now this denominator of denominator becomes numerator. So this 1000 goes up. W2 is there and the denominator of numerator become denominator. So this MWT2 comes here and we write it as MWT2 and this W1 is already there. My dear students, let us recall once again. W2 is the mass in gram of solute, W1 is mass in gram of solvent, MWT2 is molar mass of solute. So as per the definition, or delta T is equal to Kb into molality. Now let us put the value of molality here. So delta Tb is equal to Kb into W into 1000 divided by W1 and molecular weight 2. Or we can write Tb is nothing but your Tb minus Tb0, that is equal to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into MWT2. To calculate the molecular weight 2, that is the molar mass of solute, we use molecular weight 2 is equal to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into delta Tb. So these are the various formulas. We can even use one more formula if we want to find out the final boiling point of solution, that is known as Tb. So we can write Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into molecular weight 2 plus Tb0. This Tb0 is the boiling point of pure solvent. So my dear students, now you please refer the example, solved example from the textbook. They are 2.7 and 2.8. Thank you, my dear student.